السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We the RNP Channel 1 news reporters are going to discuss on a very necessary topic today. What does the Rakhine Army's grip on Rakhine mean for the Rohingya? You are listening to the news headlines now in details. Popular news media found in BBC Bangla survey which they report live. The situation in Bangladesh's neighboring country Myanmar is changing very fast. The rebel groups are occupying one area after another. The junta government is losing control in various places. Against this background, security analysts feel that the strong presence of the Rakhine Army AA in Rakhine could create a double crisis in the Rohingya issues. They think that for the Rohingyas, they may face various crises such as security situation and geopolitical difficulties. Many people have talked about the Rohingya in various surveys. After a year and a half ago, a spokesperson of the Rakhine Army claimed in an online statement that they are one of the stakeholders or partners in solving the Rohingya crisis. There are also reports on the issue in various media. Now the question is, if the Rakhine Army takes control of the Rohingya region, which direction will it lead to the Rohingya crisis? The insurgent group Rakhine Army has recently captured a very important area on the border between Bangladesh and India. This region is called Paletua, which is located in China state of Myanmar. This place is located at a distance of only 18 kilometers from Bangladesh border. The Rakhine Army is one of the three rebel groups fighting against the military junta government in Myanmar. In November last year, the president of Myanmar's military junta government warned that the country was at risk of collapse if the government could not control the war that had begun in the country's Shan Strait. Security analyst retired Brigadier Muhammad Shakawat Hussain feels that if the Rakhine Army takes a strong position by ousting the junta government in the Rakhine region, then anything positive or negative can happen for the Rohingya crisis. According to a report by the Brussels-based International Crisis Group, the Rakhine Army leadership has recently sought to build positive relationships between Rohingya and Rakhine Army. Rakhine Army doesn't say Rohingya as enemy. However, the term Rohingya is not officially recognized by the Rakhine Army. However, Muhammad Shakawat Hussain sees the possibility of the situation becoming more complicated. In that cases, there will be no progress in the repatriation of Rohingyas. Millions of Rohingya Muslims had fled from Monjo and Ratidong in Rakhine and sought refuge in Bangladesh. In all these areas, there were occasional clashes between the Rakhine Army and the soldiers. Retired Major and Double Islam thinks that Rohingya repatriation is not a positive thing in the direction that situation is going. He once served as the head of Bangladesh mission in Siteh, Myanmar. He thinks that many people try to exploit the Rohingya crisis in many ways. It could be that side from the side of the Rakhine Army, or it could be from the side of Myanmar junta government. Even if the Rakhine Army takes over a large part of Rakhine region, they will not ask the Rohingyas to leave now. Rather, the Myanmar junta will say there is no environment for Rohingya to return here, said Double Islam. He believes that the Rakhine Army's occupation of the Rakhine region is temporary and cannot be sustained in the long run. This is because the strength of the Myanmar army is much greater than that of the rebels. Apprehension about the security situation. Security analysts also believe that the possibility of any kinds of change in Myanmar having an impact on the Rohingyas taking refuge in Bangladesh cannot be ruled out. The activities of various armed groups in the Rohingya camps in Cox's Bazar have been visible for the past few years. There is one murder after another. According to ordinary Rohingya living in the camp, there are currently two armed groups. One is the Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army or ARSA, and other is the Rohingya Solidarity Organization or RSO. Analysts believe that the Arakan Army has a good relationship with the RSO. ARSA, on the other hand, is considered to be an opposition force to the Arakan Army. The increasing influence of the Arakan Army in the Arakan region will strengthen the RSO. As a result, many people fear that their conflict with ARSA will increase. Geopolitics is getting complicated. India has no support for Arakan Army. However, security analysts believe that China has support for them. A multi-billion-dollar development project funded by India in underway of Panathal near the border. India has invested there to improve connectivity with remote areas. The place occupied by the Arakan Army is a very important place. The area occupied by the Arakan Army are not going in favor of India's security and economic interest, said Muhammad Shakawat Hussain. He said China has huge investment in Rakhine State, including deep sea ports and gas pipelines. If China wants to maintain its interest in the Rakhine region, it must maintain some kind of relationship with the insurgent groups. Shakawat Hussain feels that a lot depends on how India and China will view the situation in Myanmar. All the attacks in the Arakan Army has made so far in areas under its control have been against Indian interest, not against China. Major Emdadul Islam says that the direction of Myanmar's situation depends a lot on China's point of view. News Desk, RNP TV Channel 1. Facebook, YouTube and Twitter link will be given in the description box. We will be very happy if you do join and subscribe us. Thanks for watching our video.